Happy Valentine's Day, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. And we have cloudy skies over the forecast route this morning, very mild temperatures too. We also have some advisories to talk about. Temperatures this morning generally running anywhere from the mid to the upper 40s across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Also temperatures in the mid to the upper 40s across coastal New Jersey and all the way down to Wildwood. Back to the southwest across Baltimore and Virginia, we find temperatures this morning approaching 50. And all these colors here are indicative of wind advisories, which are in effect for all of the state of New Jersey, basically outside of just a few locations here, and those are probably underrated as well. Wind advisories until around 1 to 3 o'clock on Tuesday morning. And this is because we have a very strong cold front passing through the area, and that is going to mean that the winds are going to start cranking around here out of the west-northwest, and these wind advisories are in effect now for Pennsylvania, northwestern and central and southern New Jersey, Delaware, and northeastern Maryland. Very strong wind gusts this afternoon, west to northwest, 20 to 25 miles an hour can be expected, with wind gusts to 50 during the afternoon and evening hours. And of course, the strongest winds are expected from mid-afternoon through late evening tonight, and during that time wind gusts to 50 miles per hour are expected. Obviously, motorists should use caution, especially those in high-profile vehicles. Lightweight outdoor objects such as patio furniture and garage cans should be secure. Taking a look at the latest surface analysis this morning, we have a large amount of streaming clouds from the southwest to the northeast, and this is ahead of a very strong cold front which is developing well back through the upper Midwest right now through the Great Lakes region. This upper low here will be moving into southeastern Canada, but a trailing cold front will be moving through the area during the afternoon. And we can watch this animation now as the cold front begins to develop and the low pressure area moves into southeastern Canada. Ahead of this is very strong southwesterly winds. We see a trough developing here across the Appalachians, and by later this afternoon we're expecting this cold front to move through the area. Already late this morning it's cutting a path which is now through the eastern Great Lakes going into Ohio, and as this area begins to move through, the winds will begin to increase from late this afternoon through this evening. Starting out the forecast for this afternoon at around 2 o'clock, we find the cold front now slicing through western Jersey down through Virginia, with a secondary cold front now slicing across the Great Lakes and the eastern shores, and that will be moving in the direction tonight as well. By 8 o'clock tonight, the first cold front's off the coast. Low pressure is now wrapping up over the St. Lawrence River Valley and in Nova Scotia, and a second cold front, a deeper cold front now cutting across from Pennsylvania into southeastern New York State and northern New England. As we get into Tuesday morning, just after midnight, that cold front moves through. Very strong northwesterly flow behind it. A very strong pressure gradient between the low over the St. Lawrence River Valley and Nova Scotia, and very strong and stable high pressure building in across the eastern Great Lakes. As we move through the day now on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night, secondary trough moves off the east coast. The winds begin to abate later in the afternoon on Tuesday, and that's why the wind advisories are in effect throughout most of Tuesday into Tuesday morning. And very strong high pressure settling from the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf Coast states will be settling into our weather picture as we move through the day on Wednesday, centered over New York, right down through the northern and southern mid-Atlantic states. And then as we get further along into Wednesday night and Thursday, we're finding high pressure now settled over over the southern mid-Atlantic and the mid-Atlantic states, and a return southwesterly flow is going to start pumping up very mild temperatures in our region for later in the week.